In today's full flight video, we're going to be flying the brand new Synaptic A220 from Zurich up to Copenhagen. Let's now take a look at today's flight plan then in the brand new A220. So, as said, we're going from Zurich to Copenhagen in the A220-300. Flight time today is 1 hour and 23 minutes. We are Swiss 193 Tango. This is a real world call sign. We're cruising today, flight level 360 on the DDR5 2 X-ray departure runway 28. And then arriving into Copenhagen, runway 04 left on the Mona 5 Alpha arrival, runway 04 left. 123 passengers today. And then here is our route for the day, as you can see here. So going all the way through Germany and then approaching into Denmark, into Copenhagen, which is up here. So not a long flight time or flight at all. Like I said, only 1 hour and 23 minutes today. So shall we get into the flight deck and get this absolutely beautiful aircraft powered on? Let's do it. So here we are in the flight deck. Boarding has also been requested. So we're going to go to our EFB, My Flights, and import from Simbreif, like so. Go to the load sheet tab, Simbreif import, load up the aircraft. There we have it, aircraft is loaded up. Up to the overhead panel then, we want battery 1, and then battery 2, and external power in use. And then nav light is already on as well, which is good. We want to switch our hydraulic pumps to auto, and then down here seatbelt signs on and auto, and emergency exit lights to arm. I don't know if I mentioned already, but we're not on VATSIM today just because we're still getting used to the aircraft. And obviously once I'm used to it, we'll go back on VATSIM and fly it without any issue, but for the time being we're going to stay offline just so we can get as much practice as possible. Okay, let's do our checklist where everything else powers up. So power on, APU and external power is good, and pre-flight checklist is the aircraft's first flight of the day. Rudder trim oxygen mask, airplane documents. I've done this before the video started. Wink wink. Gear pins and all that jazz is all good. Altimeters. Actually, we haven't done the altimeter. The altimeter is 1018, so we can set that straight away. 1018, there we go. Altimeters, center panel, pedestal, and side stick, all good, and that one's good as well, complete. So the next is before start checklist. As you can see here, the Metastate at Zurich, winds are variable at 3 knots, cabin visibility is okay, 27 degrees, QNH 1018, and no significant changes expected. Into Copenhagen, we have winds at 3106 knots, few clouds 2300, 19 degrees, QNH 1017, and no significant changes expected as well. Great, and now we can start planning up the FMC. So we're going to go to the flight plan page, flight plan uplink, and send. I have to say, I don't know if it's just me, right, but I just feel like this FMC screams X-Plane. Just the way it looks. I don't know why, it just really looks a lot like X-Plane. Great, then we go to the secondary one, activate secondary, execute, and then we're back to the active flight plan page now. Flight number today is Swiss, so Sierra Whiskey Romeo 193 Tango, and that goes in the flight number tab up there. Lovely. Estimated time of departure today, we have 10:11. Airspace time departure, there we have it. And then departures, we're going to be departing today on runway 28. So runway 28 on the DDR5 2 X-ray departure, which is the top one. And then done. And then arrivals into Copenhagen at the moment, runway 04 left. It will be the ILS 04 left. And we're going to be arriving via the Mona 5 Alpha. And then if I quickly just select an approach, it will probably be via just the final one, to be honest. No transition, just straight final. So vectors, it'll be the vectors. And then done and execute. There we go. The alternate destination is Billund, so Echo, Kilo, Bravo, India. And then we also need our cruise winds as well, which is 239. And then the temperature 6. It's 6 degrees. There we go. Now, that should be everything loaded in there. So execute that page. Wind and temperature. We'll do a flight plan wind request, and that pops that in for the cruise. And then next we shall do the fuel page. So back to the load sheet. The 0 fuel weight today is 50268. 50268. There we go. And then the centre of gravity is 23.3. So we'll select 23.3 in there. And the block fuel 5470. 5470. And everything in there is good. Number of passengers is 123. V1 is 122, 128, 135, and flaps 2. So send to FMS. There we have it. Set V speeds. That's all set. We're going to arm this. Takeoff 1. Outside air temperature in Zurich is 27. And then the winds on the runway variables will just do 000/3. There we go. Climb thrust, great. Flaps 2. Bleed source will be the engine. Anti-ice will be off as well. And I've got to remember to set the trim at 4.6. So we can't forget to set that. Lovely. Now, if we was to fly on Flightsim, then we need to come down here and go to the CNS page. And then we need to do XTPR and put in your flight ID. So we need to type in our call sign, Swiss 193 Tango, into the flight ID tab, and then that's good. We'll set this as TA only for now. Okay, let's start up the APU then. So we put it in the run tab. Once it's in the run tab, we need to wait for the door here to open, and then we can press start. And then we hold it in the start position for roughly, I think it is 3 seconds altogether. There we go, open, and then start. And it will go take itself back to run. And we have done everything that we can do in the flight deck, guys. So once boarding has completed, I believe the passengers have just finished boarding, and we're just now waiting for the cargo to finish. We can get push and start. And, ooh, curtain. Alright, there we have it. Boarding has completed. Everything's ready, so we're now going to shut the flight deck door and get ourselves out of here. So beacon light on. As you can see, everything is not on the aircraft anymore, which is good. Make sure we haven't got any chocks on. What do you want? Ground equipment. Okay, good. Chocks are not on. So park and brake wise, we then need to remove the park and brake. And then a good thing about the engine start in the A220, it's all very automated. So all you need to do is literally just flick in the engine. We'll start engine right first. And as you can see here, it is starting to rise. I didn't do the before start checklist because I'm not used to doing that. Departure briefing, APU, park and brake is required. Nice. Next will be the after start. Let's have a little look over here at the engines. Listen to them rise, shall we? It takes quite a while to start up. Quite a while. Like a minute and a half to minute 45. Takes their time. Okay, how's it looking? So then once it says start, sorry, once the start thing is gone, then you can start the engine, the other one. So yeah, it does take its time. It really does. I don't know if it's the same on the 321neo with these engines. But GSX is completely finished doing what it needs to do before we even get engine 1 started. But that's how long it takes. Usually the engine starts way quicker before, and then GSX is still obviously doing its thing. But not in this case. Not in this case at all. There we go. Engine right started. We'll start engine left. Brilliant sounds though, that whale sound as well. Love it. Nice, 1 and 2 have started up, so what we're going to do, we're going to put nose wheel steering on, and I'm going to do this now before I forget. And then we want the taxi lights on as well. Coming down here, we're going to set flaps 2 and RTO to, auto brake to RTO. So before taxi checklist, APU off as required, anti-ice flaps, and then we'll check the flight controls. So if we go to the flight control checklist here, so full left, hang on, oops, full left, check, full right, check, full up, full down, full rudder left, and full rudder right. There we have it. Lovely stuff. Flight controls have been checked, and EKCH info all done, complete. And then be the before takeoff checklist after that. But we're set to go. I'm pretty sure I've done everything I need to do here. So we're going to release the parking brakes and listen to the whale sounds. Ready? Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Here we are, entering runway 28. So strobe lights on and landing lights on as well. TARA is set, and we're going to go for it straight away up to Copenhagen. Nice, so we'll start the clock in a second. It's now arm auto throttle. Line it up nicely. Starting the clock. Overshot that one quite a bit, didn't we? Not to worry. Right, let's go around 50%. Stable. There we go. $80 knots thrust sets.
B1.
Rotate. There we have it. May have actually forgot the gear for the first time ever. Such minimal inputs needed on this aircraft. Always a big risk of oversteering it. Overflying. Oversteering. Nice, I'm happy with that then. So autopilot and then nav should take over. So beautiful, isn't it, Switzerland? Speed check, flaps 1. And speed check, flaps 0. Amazing. And speed's increasing nicely as well. Here's our departure. We're doing quite a long-winded swiggly line, taking ourselves back over Zurich. basically a tour of Zurich. Lovely though. Really lovely. Okay, standard pressure. And that's cross-checked on both sides. Next is the after takeoff checklist. Everything's good there and EKCH has been checked, complete. And there we have it, everyone. We are now on our way to Copenhagen. Hope you enjoyed the video so far. If you are, please give it a massive thumbs up and I will catch you all closer to Copenhagen. See you in a bit. Welcome back everyone to the flight deck. So we're currently cruising flight level 360, been in the air for 40 minutes and we're not too far away-ish, we're not too far away from Copenhagen. So I'm going to show you what we're going to be doing today on our arrival. Today we're arriving runway 04 left, it's the ILS runway on the Monarch 5 Alpha arrival, and we're going to be vectored into 04 left via DOPM. So as you can see here, we get to DOPM on the Monarch 5 Alpha, and then we will vector ourselves to do the ILS approach into runway 04 left. Now, I've not done an ILS approach in this aircraft yet, I've always done RNAV. Apparently ILS approaches can be a bit iffy in this aircraft, so what I've done is I've pre-tuned the ILS frequency into nav1, so hopefully that helps us out with the ILS tuning, but we shall find out. As you can see, this is our approach chart here, so we need to be at DOPM at 4,000 feet. So we're going to set altitude all the way down to 4,000, and the VNAV will indeed do that itself. Make sure it's set to VNAV, not sure why it came off of VNAV. There we go, so that is now set at 4,000 feet, where we should be at speed 220. And then once we then get to DOPM, we're going to do a right-hand turn into CH710. Where we then need to be at 2,500 feet and then capture the ILS at 2,000 feet by 4 Lima Fox. So from 2,500 to 2,000 in between here, and then the glide will bring us down. If the aircraft doesn't capture the ILS, it's fine, it's a clear day, we can just manually follow the glide. And then our altitude today is 213 feet. So we're going to set that in here. Oh, no, sorry, that's the wrong thing. Where's the bar row? Ah, I remember how you do this now. Hang on a minute. It's somewhere, tune menu, PFD nav, no, hang on, that's the course, we found the course is 037, so we can do that. I think it is definitely in nav, not that one. Ah, Barrow. Ooh. Low fuel. Whoa, why did the fuel not load in? Oh god. Okay, I don't know why it didn't load in. We did press load aircraft, I'm not sure why it didn't load in, so give me a sec, I can fix that in a second. Okay, sorry, and it was 213, which is the minimum, so we'll do 210. There we go, 210 will do. Right, okay, that is everything. It's already planned in the FMS, so we just have to wait for top of descent, which isn't too far away at all. And guys, I'll catch you all closer to Copenhagen. Welcome back everyone to the flight deck. So we are now on our approach into Copenhagen. Copenhagen's just to the right of us here. Currently we're doing 210 knots following the flight plan, and then we'll be going vectors to CH 710 and then into Four Lima Foxtrot. Here's our left hand turn. We need to be at 4,000 feet or below by this waypoint off, is it off-pem? Dop-pem. Not off-pem, dop-pem. I'll be interested to see how the ILS kicks in. Now I don't know if you have to change the nav source. I feel like we might have to, so we'll change the nav source as well to see if that does it. I'm going to try and fly like a CRJ, and I'm pretty sure in a CRJ we do change the nav source with the ILS, maybe. If not, then we know not to, but you know, it's all about learning these things. Or I'll just stick to our nav arrivals from here on. Just do it all visually. Okay, so we're actually good and on track. We've got flaps 1 set. We are currently at 4,600 feet, 4,000 by Dopem, and then we bring it down to Thingamabob. Okay, that changes it to nav from nav to approach mode. So I wonder if we then change the nav source to localizer 1. Yeah, but that's too soon. Okay, FMS and nav 2 secs, because it's just taking it too soon, but that is what I think we need to do. I think. Right, let's reduce our speed to 200 knots, and then we're going to take the heading the heading, and we're going to take a right hand heading. So we'll select heading to CH 710, like so. Needs to be at 2,500 feet, and then we'll take vertical speed. I'll do 1,000 feet per minute. Speed check flaps 2. Go right heading 334. And now we'll reduce our speed to 190 knots. There we go. And then we will switch in the ILS one soon. I don't know, I want this to work, so I'm trying to do like perfect timing. When that will be, I don't know. Perfect, right, reduce the range. So yeah, 2,500 feet here, and then 2,000 there. Take a direct route, to be honest. And then reduce our speed to 180. And we'll execute that. We'll take a direct. Nav. That brings us down to 2,000 feet. There we go, runway's in sight, just over there. I think it's going well so far. So look at our... Yeah, that's not too bad, is it? Pretty much what it would be. And then, so now we have our nav sorted. Let's take approach mode, nav source, localizer 1, and we'll see what it does. We'll just see what it's going to do. I don't know what it's going to do, but we'll have a little look. I think it's going to capture it okay. Currently 8 miles out, so reduce speed to 160 knots. So no, I think it's going okay. It should hopefully capture it. Oh, hang on a minute. Maybe not. I don't know, I feel like we've overshot it now. No, I don't think it is going to. Okay, flaps 3. So I do think it struggles to capture. I mean, it's probably what I'm doing wrong, but we have approach mode. Approach localizer 1, glide slope. Maybe I should have reactivated it. There's the runway, so we'll keep an eye on it. FMS speed. We'll take gear down and flaps 4. No, actually, I think it's done it. Glide slope, localizer. Yeah, no, it's captured it. Okay, we got there. Okay, that's alright then, we've got it. So I think when I switched the nav source, it deactivated approach mode. So that's something we've got to remember. Okay, that's not too bad. So yeah, I mean, it looks a little squiggly, but now we kind of get what we're doing with it. Runway's in sight, flaps 4 is set, and then lander lights are all on, strobe lights are all on, seatbelts are on as well. And we are good to land. Nice. There's the gear. Okay, 1,000 feet. We're now going to take out the auto thrust.
Auto thrust.
Okay. We're looking for 138. A bit more. Auto throttle. Auto throttle. Autopilot disconnected. Oh my god. Shh.
400. 300.
Not a fan of that noise it has.
Approaching minimums. 200. 100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Touchdown. I've got to remember that nose. I've got to remember to hold up the nose. There we go. Reverse green decel. Okay, that was one of my better landings in the A220, that's for sure. And reverse is stowed. Manual brakes. And we're going to roll it out. I'm happy that we've got the ILS sorted. Really happy with that. Oh right, we're taking Bravo 4. Taxi lights can come off. I've done that already. There we go. APU's running nicely. That was a really, really enjoyable flight. I really want to do the Croatian A220 next as well. GSX seems to be really off today, I've noticed. There we have it. Parking brakes are set. And now we can go to the engines, switch off left and right, GSX menu, request deboarding, beacon light off, and seatbelt signs off. There we have it, everybody. Welcome to Copenhagen. We made it. It was a very, very enjoyable flight. Loved this flight. Really nice. And let me know in the comments below, have you got the A220? Are you enjoying it? Or you're waiting a little bit longer to see how the updates and performance update go. Do let me know. I'm very, very interested. And yeah, that's all to say for today's video. Passengers are getting off. I'm sure they enjoyed the flight as well. I'll catch you all in the next one. Have a lovely rest of your day. See you all in the next live stream or full flight video. Bye.